Residents are being warned to avoid the beaches at English Bay after an oil spill contaminates Vancouver waters. Transport Canada confirms the source of the spill to be from a large cargo ship. Homes are destroyed and at least one person killed when a tornado sweeps through a sleepy town in Illinois. And here in the city, police taser a man at the airport after he reportedly tries to breach security and board a plane.
Hi, and welcome to Humber News. I'm Celia Grimbley, coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. The source of the oil spill in English Bay has been identified, and it's twice as large as originally thought. Transport Canada says the leak came from a large cargo ship in the bay. It spilled the purpley black substance on Wednesday. The Canadian Coast Guard says the toxic fuel is still unidentified. The substance has now reached some of the beaches along English Bay, including Sandy Cove on the North Shore. The Coast Guard says 80% of the spill has been collected in the cleanup so far, but residents say the Coast Guard didn't respond fast enough, with many pictures of the spill and substance being shared on Twitter. However, the Coast Guard is asking people to stay away from affected areas and not help clean up. Peel police have a man in custody today after a tasering incident at Pearson Airport last night. It was caught on video by a bystander at the airport. Police say the man tried to go through a restricted door that led to a Turkish airline flight after he was prevented from boarding the plane. They say he held a briefcase and wouldn't respond to police. After a standoff, the man was tasered and handcuffed. He's been taken to a psychiatric facility for examination. So far, no charges have been laid. A tornado has ripped through parts of central Illinois, leaving one person dead and many others injured. This cell phone video captures the powerful storm that moved through the state last night, leveling homes and destroying businesses. One person was killed in the small town of Fairdale. Emergency crews worked through the night on rescue missions and road closures due to fallen power lines. 12 people were trapped inside a demolished restaurant.
I looked out the window and I saw it, and it was huge. You know, it was huge, and it was coming right for us.
The storm brought high-speed winds and hail as big as baseballs in some parts. Help has finally arrived for stranded ships in Lake Superior. Crews were able to break through the ice that had trapped 18 cargo freighters in the eastern part of the Great Lakes. 2 Canadian vessels joined forces with American teams to clear the way for the rescue operation. Warmer weather and strong winds caused sheets of ice to loosen from the shore and pack around Whitefish Bay. Some boats have been blocked in since Sunday. Prime Minister Stephen Harper is on his way to Panama to be part of a historic meeting. U.S. President Barack Obama arrived yesterday for the Summit of the Americas, and Cuban President Raul Castro arrived shortly after. The U.S. Secretary of State met with his Cuban counterpart last night. It's the highest level of talks between the two countries in more than 50 years. Today marks one of the holiest days on the Eastern calendar. Orthodox Christians around the world are observing Good Friday. In the Old City of Jerusalem, worshippers proceeded along the Via Dolorosa to take part in the Stations of the Cross. Thousands make the pilgrimage each year to follow what is believed to be the same route that Christ took during his crucifixion. The procession ends at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, where Jesus is believed to have been buried before his resurrection. Here at home, it's estimated that about 5,000 people are homeless in Toronto and 400 sleep outside on an average night. A new grassroots organization called City of Sleeping Bags is trying to help those people. It's raising money to buy all-season sleeping bags for the homeless. Today, Humber's early childhood education program held a fundraiser in the Student Center to do its part. Our reporter Donna Sevilla went to check it out.
Humber's early childhood education program held a fundraiser for the City of Sleeping Bags. People had the chance to buy food or play games. Cassandra Bucco says her best friend started the campaign.
It's to help the homeless and provide them with sleeping bags and different stuff to help them get through the really cold winters and during the rest of the year. We're looking to raise as much money as we possibly can. That's why we're trying to get as many.
Pay $1 and get 2 tickets to play a game, get a selfie, or treat yourself to some food. ECE professor Marsha Barrett says the fundraiser wasn't planned. but it's a different learning experience for a community collaborations class.
A lot of them thought, this is too hard. So we went through a process of struggling, trying to pull 45 people together to do one thing. And so I'm hoping they learn about team, how everyone has strengths, and that if we all contribute, look what we can accomplish. And also to raise money for a very significant and worthy cause, right?
In a lively environment, students played juice pong and had the chance to guess how many candies there were in the jars. To enter the contest, you only need 50 cents, and while some counted with their fingers, people like Wilson too tried other methods.
She thought we could use our math skills to actually calculate how much the volume is, try to guess exactly how much we have left inside the jar, right? Tried a good guesstimate, and yeah, so that's what we did.
And the donations are still pouring in.
Not a lot of people do it, not enough people do it, so it's good. It's in the cap, everyone can see it. Smart.
The City of Sleeping Bags aims to raise about $5,000. Another sleeping bag means another bed. Donna Sevilla, Humber News.
When we come back, we'll tell you what's happening in the world of sports, and Alex Strobin will have your 3-day forecast.
If you were up at about 5 a.m. this morning, you must have heard that ridiculous thunder. Luckily, we're moving past that and should be seeing some nice weather this weekend. I'll have your 3-day forecast after the break.
But first, an incredible chance to witness the first masterpiece in human history. This cave isn't the real thing. It's a replica of the one that houses the oldest known cave paintings in the world, estimated to have been created 36,000 years ago. This replica has been in the making for more than 2 years. Scientists and artists have faithfully recreated the cave itself and the hundreds of animals portrayed on its walls. It's cool and humid, quiet and dark, and even smells faintly of minerals. It opens to the public in a couple of weeks.